How real was prime Ronaldo at Real Madrid? This didn't feel human. There are great players. There are legendary seasons. And then, there was prime Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid. It didn't feel normal. It didn't feel fair. It didn't feel human. Week after week, Ronaldo didn't just score goals. He redefined what dominance looked like. So the question isn't how good he was. The real question is, how real was prime Ronaldo at Real Madrid? The arrival that changed everything. In 2009, Real Madrid didn't just sign a footballer. They signed a statement. Cristiano Ronaldo arrived as the most expensive player in history, welcomed by tens of thousands at the Bernabeu. Pressure, immense. Expectations, impossible. And Ronaldo, he exceeded them all. From his very first season, it was clear. This wasn't just another Galactico. This was the center of gravity for an entire era. Goals at a rate that defied logic. Let's talk numbers, because they still don't make sense. Season after season, Ronaldo scored 40 goals, 50 goals, sometimes more, in La Liga, against elite defenders, with constant double marking. He didn't have good seasons. He had historic seasons on repeat. At one point, Ronaldo was averaging more than a goal per game, across 9 seasons. That's not form, that's domination. Every type of goal, every type of night. Prime Ronaldo wasn't predictable. He scored long-range rockets, free kicks from absurd distances, headers above towering defenders, one-touch finishes, solo runs, tap-ins with perfect positioning. If you tried to stop his power, he beat you with movement. If you blocked his right foot, he used his left. If you sat deep, he shot from distance. There was no solution. The physical beast. At Real Madrid, Ronaldo reached physical perfection. Explosive pace, elite strength, unmatched aerial ability. He jumped higher than defenders who were taller than him. He sprinted past fullbacks like a winger. He finished like a striker. He wasn't playing one position. He was breaking positional definitions. Aerial dominance that shouldn't exist. One of the most unreal parts of prime Ronaldo. His headers, timing, elevation, power, accuracy. Defenders knew the cross was coming, and still couldn't stop it. Goalkeepers watched helplessly as Ronaldo hung in the air, seemingly suspended. A winger, dominating center-backs. That alone makes his Madrid era legendary. El Clasico, when pressure meant nothing. The biggest rivalry in football. The brightest spotlight. And Ronaldo, he delivered. Goals at Camp Nou. Decisive moments at the Bernabeu. Cold celebrations in hostile stadiums. He didn't shrink, he expanded. Prime Ronaldo in El Clasico wasn't just playing Barcelona. He was challenging history. The Champions League monster. This is where prime Ronaldo became myth. Champions League nights weren't matches. They were stages built for him. Knockout rounds, finals, do-or-die moments. That's when Ronaldo became inevitable. Hat tricks, last-minute goals, clutch performances that shattered opponents. He didn't just win Champions Leagues. He owned them. The 1-7 GOAL season that broke Europe. One season, 17 Champions League goals. Let that sink in. Not across competitions. Not across years. One tournament. That record still stands, untouched. Prime Ronaldo didn't compete with players. He competed with history. Mentality. The real difference. What truly made prime Ronaldo unreal wasn't just talent. It was mentality. Miss a chance. He wanted the next one. Criticism. He trained harder. Pressure. He embraced it. Every big night, he wanted responsibility. That mindset is why he thrived where others froze. Rivalry that pushed greatness. La Liga during Ronaldo's prime was brutal. World-class teams. Elite defenders. Relentless competition. And yet, Ronaldo kept producing absurd numbers. He wasn't comfortable. He was challenged every week. And that made his dominance even more impressive. Reinvention within dominance. Early Madrid Ronaldo used pace and dribbling. Later Madrid Ronaldo mastered movement and positioning. He adapted as his body changed. Most players decline. Ronaldo evolved. That's why his prime didn't feel short. It felt endless. Big games, bigger moments. Semifinals, finals, title deciders. Ronaldo delivered when it mattered most. Goals that changed seasons, won trophies, silenced rivals. That's not coincidence. That's destiny meeting preparation. The records that still stand. By the time Ronaldo left Real Madrid, he was their all-time top scorer. One of the most decorated players in club history. A 4-time Champions League winner with Madrid. And he did it in 9 seasons. That efficiency is unheard of. The fear he instilled. Opponents didn't just plan for Ronaldo. They feared him. Defensive systems were built around stopping him. And still, he scored. That's when you know a player is beyond tactics. Why it felt unreal to watch. Fans expected goals, and still gasped. Because even expectation couldn't dull the spectacle. Every match felt like something historic might happen. And often, it did. Comparisons don't do it justice. You can compare stats. You can compare trophies. But prime Ronaldo at Real Madrid was an experience. A feeling. A weekly reminder that football could reach impossible levels. The end of an era. When Ronaldo left Madrid, something shifted. Goals dropped. Fear faded. A chapter closed. Not because Real Madrid declined, but because that level was never normal. Why history will never repeat it. Football changes. Tactics evolve. But prime Ronaldo at Real Madrid happened at the perfect moment. Peak athleticism, tactical freedom, mental maturity. That alignment is rare. That dominance is once in a generation. FHOW real was it. So, how real was prime Ronaldo at Real Madrid? It was real enough to break records. Real enough to win trophies. Real enough to terrify Europe. But unreal enough to feel like a dream. A 9-year stretch where football witnessed something it may never see again. Prime Cristiano Ronaldo at Real Madrid wasn't just great. It was legendary beyond explanation. GOAT White Circle.